Silver glow over the Slavic primeval forest. Imagine a night in a dense, ancient forest in Podkarpacie or deep within the Belarusian marshes. The air is heavy with moisture and the scent of resin. Trees, oaks older than human memory, rustle quietly as if passing on the secrets of the gods. Suddenly, above the black line of the crowns, a perfect moon disk rises. Full moon. In this moment, everything changes. Shadows vanish, light floods the clearings with a silver glow, and the border between the world of the living and the afterlife becomes as thin as gossamer. From a distance comes a low growl, which quickly turns into a howl so powerful that the earth seems to tremble. This is no ordinary wolf. This is a Wilkodłak, a Slavic werewolf, a human trapped in the body of a beast, cursed, tragic, hungry. It hunts, it kills, it devours. And it does it right now, only during the full moon. In pop culture, Hollywood has made a simple trick out of this. Full moon equals transformation. But the Slavic truth is much deeper, older and more terrifying. It is a cosmic necessity, a punishment from the gods, an echo of the primal fears and observations of nature of our ancestors. Let's embark on a long, dark journey through Slavic folklore. From the Carpathians to the Balkans, from Polesia to Rus, to explain why the werewolf truly hunts only when the moon is in its full power. There are four main paths to the wolf form: curse, born cursed, voluntary transformation, and sins against order. The first is the curse, the revenge of the living, the most common and personal. Oscar Kohlberg collected dozens of accounts from peasants in the 19th century. His monumental volumes describe stories repeated in many variants. A young farmhand or a married man seduces and abandons a girl. She, skilled in herbs and whispers, goes at midnight to a crossroads of 3 roads, or an old cemetery. She buries the unfaithful man's shirt mixed with her own blood, soil from a suicide's grave, wolf hair, and cursed herbs like wormwood. She speaks the formula: "May you be a wolf walking the forests until you atone for your betrayal and return to human truth." The curse was usually temporary, working only on nights of the full moon or from the new moon to the full moon. During the day, he worked normally, but when the moon reached its peak, his body began to ache, his skin to itch, and his bones to shift. After transformation, the beast often returned to familiar places, attacking the barn of the betrayed woman or her family. In the Carpathians, abandoned wives often cast such curses. Sometimes the whole village knew, but remained silent out of fear. Born cursed, the hereditary stigma of parents' sins. Some came into the world already marked. The strongest sign was the shirt, a baby born in the amniotic sac. They were believed to have the gift of seeing spirits and clairvoyance. If born with a wolf tooth, 6 fingers, wolf hair on the back, or under an eclipse, the sentence was certain. It was punishment for parents' sins: adultery, failure to baptize, desecrating graves, or killing a she-wolf. These children were often given away or left to the forest. Unfortunately, the full moon awakened their primal hunger with relentless force. In Carpathian tales, these were particularly dangerous, hunting not only cattle, but also people. Voluntary transformation, the path of mages and warriors. Volks and sorcerers performed complex rituals for many nights. The key element was the wolf skin taken from a living or freshly killed animal, a huge sin against Veles. The skin was sewn into a belt or shirt during the full moon, reciting spells to Veles and chores. Such an oborot gained superhuman strength and speed. He could see in total darkness and communicate with the pack, but every transformation cost a piece of his soul. After years, he became empty inside. Eyes lost their brilliance, and the heart was filled only with hunger. After death, he became an upur. He became a wanderer between worlds, who could not find peace in Nawia or among the living. Sins against order, divine punishment. The universe had its rhythm. Breaking it led to chaos. Marriages on Friday were forbidden. Friday was the day of Veles. Other sins: greed at the expense of orphans, betrayal of kin or a guest under one's own roof. Killing a wolf without sacrifice was a grave sin. Such a sinner after death błąkał się jako wilk until he atoned or was ritually killed. He wandered as a wolf until he was killed with a silver weapon or a holy knife. Life of a Wilkodłak was split between day and night. By day, a regular man plows the field, forges iron. At night, especially in full moon, a beast of superhuman strength. He attacked barns and kidnapped children. After returning to human form, he was tormented by nightmares and remorse. Many begged for death. If not buried properly, he became an upia or vampire. Hence the link between werewolves and vampires in the Balkans. Why the full moon? It is a deep truth of the Slavic soul. The moon was a living force, ruler of night and magic. Chors, the ruler of night, was regarded as the brother of Sun Dashbog. The full moon was the peak of his power. Light was strongest, shadows weakest, boundaries between worlds thinnest. Wilkodłak existed on these boundaries. In Rus and Ukraine, they were said to devour the moon during eclipses, causing chaos and herald of the end. Only in full moon could he fully express his cursed nature. In the Carpathians, it was the hour of Veles. The underworld gates opened wider. Transformation required the right lunar moment. Full moon was the peak. Belts and ointments were charged under the full moon. Without this light, the spell was incomplete. The silver glow opened the human, letting wildness enter deeper. Our ancestors observed real wolves howling loudest on moonlit nights. Moon facilitated communication and light for hunting. People naturally connected it with demonic activity. Our ancestors observed real wolves howling loudest on moonlit nights. Moon facilitated communication and light for hunting. People naturally connected it with demonic activity. Ergotism caused hallucinations and frenzies. Folk wisdom merged nature and medicine into a myth. Slavic demony lasso acted in the peak of the cycle. The cycle reflected life. New moon, hiding, rosnoncy księżyc, waking hunger, full moon, culmination. Even the strongest has moments when wild nature takes over. Full moon is the truth about ourselves. Slavic folklore is a rich mosaic. Stories about breaking the balance between Javia and Nawia. We fear the beast within. Loss of control over instincts. Anger, lust, aggression, all are wolf blood. Civilization is just a thin shell. Underneath is Veles. Recognition, wolf hair, stale eyes, defense, holy water, salt, wormwood, prayer to St. George, killing, silver bullet or knife. Mercy freed the cursed soul. The Slavic version isn't cool, it's painful, it's a mirror, but it carries hope. Even a fallen human who suffers can still rise. Full moon is the truth about ourselves. Slavic werewolf is a man who fell, who suffers, who can still rise, because the full moon is the brightest, most merciless truth about ourselves.